Despite his fame in Hollywood, John Travolta is the youngest member of a large family at home. The Grease actor grew up in Englewood, New Jersey, along with his 5 elder siblings, brothers Joseph, Joey and Samuel, Sam, sisters Ellen, Anne, and Margaret. Salvatore Travolta, their father, was a tire salesman who had formerly played football. Helen Cecilia Travolta, their mother, loved the performing arts and worked as an actor, singer, and drama and English teacher in high school. The Travolta children's transitions from theater to movie were smooth because of the range of talents she helped them develop. "My family is an acting family," John said to Youth Time magazine in 2014. "I remember as kids, we always challenged ourselves to be different characters in different scenarios." Many of John's siblings have shared screen time with him during the course of his more than 5-decade career, following in their mother's artistic footsteps. Everything you need to know about Sam, Joey, and Ellen, Margaret, and John Travolta's siblings is provided here. John claims that having a modest upbringing helped him understand the value of a family. "My family is from the working class. We never had too much money, but my father was earning a career doing what he liked," he said to Youth Time magazine. "So any ups and downs were not that significant for me." The Oscar contender recounted that growing up, his family's Christmas celebrations consisted of very standard fare and that he had just $1 to spend on gifts for his parents and brothers. "I had one money and 7 people to shop for. I could only buy my gifts at school fairs and inexpensive stores," John said in an interview with the Spokesman Review in 2014. He also mentioned that he once bought a clown-shaped salt shaker for one of his brothers, hoping the boy would mistake it for a figurine. Now, his family's situation has somewhat changed. "The dinners on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are very similar to the ones I had growing up." With a giggle, he remarked, "The only difference is that we opened some presents on Christmas Eve and the others on Christmas Day due to their increased size and volume. So, that's what we must do." Together with John, Ellen appeared as a guest star in multiple episodes of the 1970s sitcom Welcome Back, Kotter. As her career developed, she became well known for her roles as Louisa Arcola in Happy Days and its sequel Joni Loves Chachi, as well as for her appearance in an episode of The Love Boat. It wasn't the only occasion Ellen and John shared a screen together in Welcome Back, Kotter. After seeing him on the set, she went on to be a waitress at a diner in Greece. When John inquired about Ellen's potential for the film, the next day they wrote me in a part. "That's how loose it was, and never knowing the success it would become," she said in an interview with the Spokesman Review in 2018. "For 40 years, I have received residuals every 13 weeks. And I had a great time while working for maybe only 1 or 2 days." Ellen claimed that her children were crazy for the film and that over 40 years later, strangers can still identify her from the role. The actress currently resides in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where she produces and performs in regional theater, often alongside her relatives. Ellen's productions have featured visits from John, and Margaret, Joey, and Sam. When John isn't on stage, he's in the crowd. "I don't think I've missed any of the shows there," the 2014 Golden Globe winner said in an interview with the Spokesman Review. In 1964, Ellen tied the knot with James Fridley. The couple had 2 children, Molly Allen Ritter, a daughter, and Tom Fridley, a boy, who both pursued careers in acting. After Ellen and James got divorced in 1977, she wed Jack Bannon again in 1983. Ellen claimed to have found solace in Hallmark Channel films following Bannon's death in 2017, which prompted John to make arrangements for her to be featured in one. "All I did was talk about being on Hallmark while I was away with John in Austria," she stated to the Spokesman Review in 2022. After our return, he called his agency and inquired about the necessary steps to get Ellen cast in a Hallmark film. "She only wants a single line." And sure enough, they called. Ellen got the part of Mary Louise in the Hallmark Christmas film Haul Out the Holly as a result of that call. And understudied a number of parts in the Broadway production of Grease when John portrayed Duty. She and Ellen also featured alongside John in a Falmouth Theatre production of Bus Stop in 1976. More than 40 years later, John posted a relic from the play's era on Facebook along with a note to his sisters that said, "Thanks for always being by my side." While their mother Helen also made an appearance in the popular movie as a customer in the paint store where John's character worked, and had a brief role in the movie Saturday Night Fever as a pizza waitress. Many years later, and made an appearance in her younger brother's movie Swordfish as a captive. Margaret has starred in a number of John's films over the course of several decades, including Michael as a reporter, Basic and Lucky Numbers as a nurse, Swordfish as a hostage, Lonely Hearts as a dispatcher, and Old Dogs as a singing hostess. Without her brother, she has also starred in TV series including The Drew Carey Show and ER, and hit movies like Ocean's 13, Enchanted, High Fidelity, and Catch Me If You Can. Sam has acted in a number of John's films, including Perfect, A Civil Action, and Old Dogs, just like his sisters. Joey earned a degree in special education from William Patterson University in 1974, but he also pursued a career in entertainment within 4 years after graduation. In addition to working as a special education teacher in New Jersey, he was also an actor and filmmaker. In 1978, Casablanca Records published his self-titled debut album. Joey has starred in television series like Movie Stars and films, including Oscar, Susan's Plan, and Beverly Hills Cop 3. Joey soon turned his attention to directing, and in 2007 he merged his love of disability activism with his directing career. Joey established Inclusion Films, a production company that develops and releases films featuring actors and crew members with developmental challenges. In June 2023, "My father raised us in an inclusive environment," Joey said to 4 Special Kids. "Having family was vital. Being kind was crucial. Everyone was accepted and treated equally. That's what first motivated me to become a special education teacher. Making films and combining my love of equity has been my life's work." According to Joey, he taught John some of his hallmark movements for a starring role in a famous film. "I experienced Saturday Night Fever, just like John did." He told Ain't It Cool in 2020 that disco fizzled out and the club scene was more underground in the early 1970s. He brought disco back after it had been absent for some time. "We're all dancers, though. Every one of my sisters danced. He's a fantastic dancer, but we're all quite good." Joey went on, expressing his admiration for John, "My brother, he's a good man, if you ever get to meet him. He is a unique man."